Welcome back to Swiss Watch Expo. Today I'm going to be going over one of our most iconic timepieces from Swiss Watch Expo. It's going to be the Omega Speedmaster, but this one's a special edition, so stay tuned. Welcome to Swiss Watch Expo. So since 1932, Omega has had ties with the Olympics, and ever since then, Omega has been coming out with some really cool limited edition pieces for the Olympics every now and then. And with Tokyo 2020, this was a pretty big deal because during that time, COVID-19 was happening, so they actually had to delay the Olympics in Tokyo until 2021, but they had already produced these watches and they made them all engraved with the 2020 logo on the back. So it kind of made it more of like a collectible item once these were released. So these are the special edition, actually these are limited edition Olympic timepieces here. And Omega created a lot of different variations of these. So you can get these with a blue bezel, you can get a black and white panda style. There's some with a green bezel, red bezel, and then of course we have this one here with the black and gold tones. This one happens to be one of my favorites out of all the ones that they released for the limited edition pieces. And for each one, they only made 20 of these, which is obviously kind of hand in hand to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which is really cool. But again, they kept kind of the same format of the traditional Speedmaster that you know and love. Same 42 millimeter case size with the beautiful chronograph buttons and then the subdials in the center there. But I love this one here because you do have the nice subtle gold tones on here. And what I really appreciate is that Omega didn't add the gold tones on the bracelet itself. So I know a lot of the times when you're looking for a timepiece that has a little bit of gold on it, some people think it's just a little bit too flashy. So I do really appreciate that Omega only kept the gold tones on the actual case itself and left the bracelet all stainless steel. So it still gives you that nice sporty appearance, but that little touch of gold is going to give you kind of that little bit of flashy appearance if you want to dress it up just a little bit. But taking a close look at this right here, very, very nice, elegant tones on this one. I really particularly love this model out of all of them because the other ones have some playful colors on it. We've all seen the black and white color tones, but I really love the gold and black tones on the Speedmaster here. And it wasn't until Omega did the Apollo edition watches that they actually did the gold tones on the Speedmaster. So this is one that is very special that they did add on here, which I think is really cool. I do love that they kept the red Speedmaster logo there just to kind of have that throwback to the original Speedmasters. Of course, with the Speedmasters, these are the manual winding movement. This does feature the 1861 caliber from Omega. So even though it is a manual winding movement, you do have a 48-hour power reserve on this one, which is really cool. So you don't have to wind it every morning. It's just every other day you will probably want to go ahead and wind it. Now, for me particularly, a pro tip is whenever I'm bored, I'll just go ahead and just give it a few little twists and turns a little bit, just so I don't have to worry about winding it every morning. But one thing that's really cool about this timepiece here is that you do have that really nice engraved case back with the Tokyo 2020 logo with the Olympics logo at the top and bottom, which I think is just really cool. This particular one here is number 1660 out of 2020. You do have it engraved on the case back right there. Which I think is also really a nice touch, especially when you are purchasing a limited edition timepiece. It is really cool to get one of these. These were originally released only for the Japanese market during the Olympics. So people had to go get these from Japan and then bring them over to the US. And now that it's been some time, you are starting to see some of these on the secondary market. But here at Swiss Watch Expo, we are very happy to have this model along with all the other models that came available for the Olympics 2020 edition. So check these out here at SwissWatchExpo.com. Again, we have all the different variations. We even have the whole box set with all 5 of them available. So check these out here at SwissWatchExpo.com.